Hey guys, Mr.III here. Got a little video for you. I found the perfect spider web on Amazon for Halloween. And I'm going to show you how it looks, and you can make your own decision if you want to go buy one or not. But this one is actually pretty cool. I purchased it with my own money. Got one for my folks and one for myself. And this one has all parts of the web lit up. LEDs are incorporated, so you're not going to get any hidden spots. Of course, I'll attach a link if you want to use it. Be my guest. If not, just search for it yourself. It's VITI. This is the type of box that they actually present it. Inside, you can find everything's all neatly put together. They do have one without a spider, and this one is with a spider itself. So this is the web. It should be about 16 feet, or if I go to their description, which, like I said, I'll put the link if you can go read everything from there. But it says 16.4 feet, comes with 5 ground stakes. I did opt in for the one with a spider and spider web. I spent about 38 bucks, but right now looking on Amazon it says 35. But this is also something for you to look into, whether it's this year, depending on when you watch this, or if you find it discounted, you can have it for next year. This is a spider web, so they give you a little of that if you want to use it out there. And then, according to them, this is a 4-foot spider, but that's probably when it's all stretched out, which this thing does look pretty cool. And gotta throw it in. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. So pulling this here. There we go. And it's just a decent sized spider that you can just stick out there. We currently have one on the door from, I think it's Big Lots. It has LEDs on there, which is pretty cool. And then of course, they give you the module to plug in and a little something inside for their support, and they show you how to install it as well. But in the house, I'm just gonna unwrap some of this just to show you, or actually, you know what? You'll see the whole thing outside because of the lights, but if you come and see this a little closer, these are the LED strips. So they're incorporated, so sometimes I know it's a little risky going for this type of light. If one of these diodes do go out, you're gonna have just a black spot there, but it should be wired properly that the whole thing should still work. I'm not gonna go cut one of these just to find out, because if I had a free one like this, I would. But since I do want to have it for this season, I wanna make sure it's working functionally. And then let's see, I can just show a little quick demonstration of the light modes, but like I said, outside would be, I think, more beneficial. And then when you actually get this all unwound, you do have this little spot here for a hook. I'm gonna use that same twist tie they gave, and I'm gonna attach it to whatever spot. Like I'm gonna go to a gutter and hang it from that height, because this thing is pretty high. And then everything else throughout segments, they have silver twist ties through there, and that will open up the parts of the web. And of course, you know, at the bottom, it's completely wide, and then the top comes in like a triangle. So here in a sec, I'm gonna see you outside, and then I'll show you the functions and modes there, because you wanna see it flash instead of just seeing it inside the house, and save your time. And now we are outside. So this is the little setup I have. Nothing too big. Of course, there's a Scooby over there as an inflatable. Did a video before on him. Love that guy. And then this is a new addition. I'll put these products down below too if you're interested. But yeah, that one's actually a really nice set. But we just have a little thing here, some green and purple, and then in the shrubs, we have a little ghost. So now, from looking at the top of the ladder, I'm gonna go over there and install the web. And actually the cable is long enough to go down the gutter and plug into this bush. All right, so I did the thing with the twist tie. I actually used 2 this time, at the top, and then along the whole web there were little twist ties that were silver. Took those off. So I'm gonna go up this ladder. I'm gonna go the other way. So actually hand it this way. All right. And I'm currently using a little giant ladder. That's been helpful with the house projects here. And right now, all I'm doing with the gutter anchor inside, I'm just actually attaching that twist tie, because this is doesn't have too much weight, and it should be able to support this. So right now I'm just getting that all tied in. Then I'm going to grab the power cable, which right now is right there. So I'm just gonna run it from the top of the gutter here, so you won't actually see too much of it. Hide it behind there. Whoops. There we go. Now I slowly descend on solid ground. I'm just going to move the ladder off the side. And actually I might have to move it a little more to the back over here. Let's see. All right, don't want to completely walk underneath the ladder because who needs more bad luck? But it is the spooky season, so it might be good luck. All right, so just feeding this through here. Here's my entry. So I'm just gonna plug it in, and the reason I actually did that instead of plugging up to the top, which originally I had planned, was because this spider web has different settings. So right now that's a steady on, but I'll go through them once I actually pull it apart. So we're gonna go grab the stakes and a mallet and then stretch this web open. So stay tuned. And don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, so I got my handy dandy mallet and the stakes now. We're gonna pull this apart and open up the web. So it's a big web. Just want to make sure I don't have it twisted on the top either. There we go. Nice. And on the bottom, they have these little loops. And that's where the stakes will go. And you can kind of tell where it actually ends and begins. They just have one light there. So now you can be creative to see how far you want to have your spider web stretch. And let's see if I can get this bag open. Oops, there we go. It opens from the other side. Pop these in my pocket and try not to litter. All right, so before I hammer it in, I'm just gonna do some temporary spots. So let's see, if I go from here, does that look like a good spot? All right, so actually I could pull this one a little more off to the side so we're not blocking too much of our cat and pumpkin friends. So we'll leave that one like that and actually pull this one here. Let's see. Okay, making sure I'm still in my yard. Whoops. All right, there's that. meantime, just fidget around. I'll be right back. Okay, so got everything all in place. Now getting the last stake in. And of course, since these are plastic, fair warning, they may break. But there it is. It's pretty wide, pretty tall. I'm going to go through the different light patterns so you can actually see and experience it yourself. So making sure I don't trip, I'm going to press this one here, and that's completely off, it looks like. Then we got a sparkle dazzle effect. This one looks maybe it's a little slower, or maybe I didn't click it. Okay, this is a slow jump. This one's a fade, a slow one. It's getting brighter. This is a flash and a jump at the same time, or not at the same time, and a dance. So this must be one that goes through all the patterns, maybe. Then we have another type of fade. All right. This is a dancing one too. And our steady. So then we have completely off, and then this is like the glimmer one. And then the other glimmer. So let's see, just for these purposes here, and so no one gets sick seeing it, I'll leave it on that, and then kind of give you the sizing of the spider with it. You can put them anywhere, here, there, you know, captures that look. And then also, like I said, if you wanted to decorate it with the web itself, you can do that. We're gonna take a look ourselves if we like it or not with the web, but I think, and this is the stretchy white web, not the purple web, but I think we might just probably keep it as is and just get our friend on here. So the way you do that, since it's just like using the accordion pipe cleaners, you just wrap an arm and then get another one here. Get the back legs on another side. There we go. Let's see. Get that one there. If you want, you can even have it reach for this web, part of the web. And there we go. There's our spooky friend on the web. And that's how it looks. So hopefully this kind of helped you figure out if you'd like to purchase one of these webs. Like I said, this one was my favorite that I found on Amazon because it had the LEDs within. Because the other type, they just had only just the straight parts and it didn't have the inside. So this at least gives you that effect and the full brightness, which this one is pretty bright, like I said. So these little diodes actually emit, I don't even know how many lumens, to be honest, but it's a pretty good amount. Even the house is pretty lit with it. And they do actually have another one with, I think it's just orange and purple. So if you do not want just a straight purple, you can always opt in for that. Alrighty, so that's all I have to show. Hopefully you have a good Halloween. If not, I'll see you all next year. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Mr.III out.
I love everything. Fire spreading all around to my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.